Let's go to the board, brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook. Make every moment more. People, we start out with Friday Night Football because we're about to get gross. Oh, put the latex on. Use protection. Here we go. Duke laying 3.5, hosting Florida State. Friday night on the Deuce, and I'm all about the Seminoles. First of all, the words Duke, public should never be used together. Second of all, I get an FSU team off a bye week.
True.
And it's not October, it's Brocktober. We got rid of DJU. We got a new quarterback making his second start, Brock Glenn. They have the bye week, get the offensive line right, and their best shot at coming out and winning a game and looking credible is right now. This is a limited time offer. Second prize is the steak knives. I like FSU plus the 3.5 here. What say you?
SP Plus says a Duke 8-point win.
I got your SP Plus.
But, hey, we don't need any of that. This is where you got to use a little bit of context. They're factoring in DJU, who's played most of the games.
There you go.
You can't account for the quarterback change. What I'm a little nervous about is FSU's on their 6th different combination of offensive line. Maybe they'll get it right this time off a bye.
Yep.
But it's not a great matchup because Duke is great. They lead the nation in tackles for loss, 10
They're
a game.
a havoc team.
Yeah, and they're top 25 in sacks and all this. So I don't love the spot. Stay away from me.
Can I offer you something sexy?
Sure.
Line opened at 4.5. Everybody's on Duke. Line's down to 3.5. We're talking about a 76% of tickets, 77% of money are on Duke. And the line's going down. Come on.
You're on the right side.
Okay. Hey, it's a one-time shot here on FSU. I've stayed away from them. I think this is the spot. I'm getting 3.5. I got the bye week, and I think I don't want to build the quarterback into something he's not. But when Jim tells you like SP Plus and factoring, think about how bad DJU is, that they have Duke winning this game. Duke's awful. This is a team that was down 21-0 to North Carolina. This is a team...
Well, they won that game, didn't they?
In a win bowl. You need double OT against Northwestern. I don't buy Duke. Seminoles, Chief Osceola, let's go. Come on. I want to ride into my man cave on a spotted horse. Let's go. Give me FSU.
The next Friday night game, Oregon, number 2 in the country, laying 27.5 against Purdue.
Purdue's on quit watch, but then they weren't in the second half against Illinois. I don't know what to do.
It's 8 o'clock on Fox, and here's what you do.
You're betting Purdue, aren't you?
I'm betting Purdue.
You're doing it.
Now, it is public. It's the only public play of the week, and I know you're going to go, don't bet public dogs. So this is a cautionary tale. There's caution tape all over this pick. But I like it for a few reasons. One, Oregon's off a big 1-point nail-biter win against the number 2 team in America, where they now are in a great spot to win the Big Ten, right? They control their own destiny. They can even lose a game. They got to go multiple time zones off that big road win on a short, or home win, on a short week. SP Plus says 25-point game, so metrically, you got a couple points of value. This is Purdue sold out. This is Purdue spoiler maker Gene. They've pulled off more upsets against the number 2 team in the country than anybody. This is their thing. This is what they do, Mike. Are you aware of this stat? 9 times as an unranked team, they've beat number 2 in America.
But you have a, I don't want to call it a blind spot, but you do have a soft spot for the spoiler makers.
They're called the spoiler makers. I mean, I have half a mind to suggest a quarter unit on the money line.
Wait, what?
Just off of the idea that this is a huge letdown spot, cross-country spoiler makers.
Just hand me that money.
Okay.
Don't do that, please.
But I am going to bet the 27.5.
Okay. I want nothing to do with it.
I know, it's public.
And it's not even just that. It's the letdown angle plays, but you do have the other side of this where, truthfully, how do we know Purdue doesn't lay down their sword?
Well, you just said they didn't quit last week, which I think is a sign that they haven't quit yet.
If Oregon plays their B game,
they win this game easy. Yeah.
Purdue's in a whole lot of trouble. I'm going to stay away. Go ahead, though. And by the way, it crossed 28. You sure you want to do that?
Oh, is it 28?
It's 27.5.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm taking 27.5. That's fine.
You
I
sure?
said 25 is the number on SP.
Actually, timeout. I am seeing 28.5, Jim. I think it behooves you.
Oh, it absolutely does.
Get behooving Take the 28.5.
All right, 28.5.
All right, 2 seconds on the last game.
Yes.
I was about to do a revenge play on Mikey Keene in Fresno State.
Don't chase.
Number has gone over 3. Fresno at Nevada. Nevada's been sneaky good. 10:30 at night. CBS Sports Network. This could be the Petros game. He's a Chula Vista product. By the way, how about the minute we turned on his game last week? The first thing you hear is him referencing
shouting out high schools.
The Stallions out in Temecula. And I'm
he
like,
knew the nickname of the high school.
I can't take it.
It's incredible.
Problem is, this line now, Fresno, it bumped out past 3. I was going to take Nevada at home. Fresno absolutely gave away their game last week. They had the ball. They had the lead. Mikey Keene picked 6. Then a fumble. Then they fall apart. They're in the red zone. And then it's 4th and 38 mystically after one commercial break. Nevada's defense has been good. Lean to the pack here, but all values going out of the number. And frankly, I don't want to bet a game at 10:30 at night that I probably won't be awake for the conclusion.
And Petros isn't on the call, so don't worry about it.
We're out.
All right. And we're on to Saturday. Noon window. Indiana, number 16 in America, undefeated. Laying 6.5, hosting Nebraska. Totals 50.5. It's the big noon game on Fox. Mike, is it Windiana? 7-0 start?
Yes.
Would you bet the game?
That's where I'm a little bit tied up here.
So it opened 3.5. It's now 6.5. The metrics say a 5-point win. We may be losing some steam here.
And here's the thing. Do we really want to jump on the Cignetti train after they are 5-6-0 against the spread? The market now, I'm sorry.
They've won every game by 2 touchdowns or more. Is that really going to be how this goes?
I know that that's how Cignetti wants to play. I know that if they have the ball and they're up 4 late, he'll be the asshole trying to punch it in instead of kill the clock. But I don't want to lay the better part of a touchdown. Now, if you forced me to pick this, people want to lean, people want to, hey, I need a noon window.
Yeah.
I'd bet Indiana. Plus, public all over Nebraska. I don't love Raiola the way other people do. I think he's fine enough, but he hasn't been mercurial.
And how about Nebraska in any big spot ever?
Yes.
Right? So I wouldn't touch Nebraska.
And again, Indiana, the Rock, it'll be sold out. It's going to be live. It's going to have a real vibe to it. I just don't want to lay 7.
And I saw something on Cignetti to your point about mentality. He said, if my team's losing at the half, I don't go in and light them up. But if my team's winning, I'll go in there because I'm guarding against complacency.
Yes.
So that's the kind of coach you do want to bet on for betting purposes.
Yes.
Never call the dogs off. Never let his team take their foot off the gas. Indiana or pass. We're both going to pass.
And I'll be honest, I think it'd be one of the rare moments. Teaser? Tease a favor to a pick 'em. Sure. Do we think Indiana wins at home against a Nebraska team that in a close game has proven will shit their pants?
Yes.
Move on.